Forget gas stations and fumes. Electric vehicles promise a silent, speedy ride into the future. But are they all sunshine and rainbows? Well, we spent a week behind the wheel to uncover the shocking truths about EVs. Will they change your commute forever? Buckle up for the electric revolution debunked. Forget the roar of the engine and the rumbling of the road. Electric vehicles herald in a new era of mobility distinguished by peaceful stillness and smooth acceleration. Imagine driving down the highway with only the sound of the wind against your car. This is not science fiction, it's the reality of electric driving. But EVs aren't just for quiet commutes. They pack a strong punch beneath the hood. Well, literally, there's no hood. Electric motors provide rapid torque, allowing these vehicles to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a fraction of the time it would take regular gas-powered automobiles. The Tesla Model S Plaid, for example, has a mind-blowing 0 to 60 time of under 3 seconds, making it one of the quickest production vehicles in the world. Beyond the excitement of acceleration, EVs provide a pleasant driving experience. Comfort and technology are prioritized in the design of spacious cabins, which frequently rival SUV dimensions. Imagine yourself ensconced in sumptuous seats, surrounded by panoramic sunroofs and high-resolution touchscreens that manage everything from climate to entertainment. The appeal of EVs extends beyond performance and comfort. Studies demonstrate that electric automobiles might be much less expensive to maintain than gas vehicles. EVs have fewer moving components and require no oil changes or spark plug replacements, resulting in significant long-term maintenance cost savings. Furthermore, because electricity prices are more consistent than gas, you can expect predictable and potentially cheaper fuel expenditures. The switch to electric vehicles may appear overwhelming, but the benefits are undeniable. A quiet, fast, and potentially cost-effective ride into the future. So, we've all seen the commercials in which sleek electric automobiles glide effortlessly down gorgeous highways, right? However, having an electric vehicle entails more than merely pressing a button and driving away. The most significant barrier for many potential EV buyers is the availability of charging infrastructure. Can you locate a place to charge when you need it? And how long does it take? Well, let's look at the current state of charging infrastructure in the United States. The Alternative Fuels Data Center estimates that there will be over 160,000 public charging stations across the country by December 2023. That sounds like a lot, but consider this. There are over 150 million registered vehicles on the road in the United States, with the number of EVs constantly increasing. This amounts to a charging station to vehicle ratio of about 1 to 1,000. The locations of these stations are likewise unequal. While coastal regions like California and Florida have a larger prevalence, rural areas in the Midwest frequently have significant disparities, and this can lead to range anxiety, which is the dread of running out of power before reaching a charging station. Now let's discuss charging speeds. There are 3 primary levels of electric vehicle chargers. Level 1, or 120 volts. This is just connecting your automobile to a standard household outlet. It's quite sluggish, adding only 2 to 5 miles of range per hour. It's good for charging overnight at home, but not much else. Level 2 is 240 volts, and this is the most prevalent form of public charger. It may add 25 to 50 miles of range per hour, making it an excellent choice for charging your battery while shopping or running errands. Now, DC fast chargers. These are the ultimate pit stops, with the power to add 100 to 200 miles of range in just 30 to 45 minutes. However, they are still few, and charging costs might be much higher than at level 2 stations. So this is where things get real. According to a recent survey conducted by the Department of Energy, the average wait time for a level 2 public charger ranges between 10 and 30 minutes. This can considerably increase your travel time, especially for long road trips. Furthermore, public charging rates vary widely based on location and network provider. Some stations charge by the kilowatt hour, while others charge a set cost for each charging session. The average cost per kilowatt hour for public level 2 charging is approximately 17 cents, which can be more expensive than petrol, depending on local petrol costs. So what does this all mean? Owning an EV now necessitates some strategic preparation when it comes to charging. If you live in a major city with easy access to charging stations and just use your car for short journeys, an EV could be a suitable option. However, if you routinely travel long distances or reside in a location with limited charging infrastructure, you may want to examine other options before making the transition. The good news is that the EV charging situation is quickly changing. Governments around the world are making significant investments investments in developing charging infrastructure. Automobile manufacturers are also exploring longer-range batteries and faster charging technology. As these developments become more common, range anxiety and charging worries will likely become less of an impediment to EV adoption. EVs have zero tailpipe emissions, which is an obvious benefit to air quality, particularly in cities. However, the environmental impact extends beyond merely driving, so let's have a look under the hood. Battery manufacture is a major concern. Mining lithium, a critical battery component, can harm ecosystems and pollute water sources. According to a 2022 study by the International Council on Clean Transportation, battery production can account for up to 70% of the EV's total lifespan carbon emissions. Furthermore, recycling these complicated batteries is still in its early stages, causing concerns about electronic waste. However, it is not all terrible news. Battery technology is continually developing, with advances reducing dependency on certain environmentally hazardous elements. Furthermore, depending on the type of electricity used for charging, an EV's overall emissions are often lower than those of a gas-powered vehicle after a specific amount of kilometers driven. So while EVs are not a perfect solution, they represent a huge step forward. By continuing to improve battery technology, investing in renewable energy sources, and developing effective recycling procedures, we can really realize the electric vehicle's potential for a cleaner future. Take the Tesla Model S Plaid as an example. This electric beast has a whopping 1,020 horsepower. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an astonishing 2.1 seconds. That's faster than many high-performance sports cars that cost double the price. But it's not only Teslas. The Porsche Taycan Turbo S accelerates from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, whereas the Audi e-tron GT takes 3.3 seconds. These figures are not a fluke. A recent Kelley Blue Book study indicated that EVs have an average 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 5.1 seconds, compared to 7.2 seconds for gas-powered vehicles. The quick torque advantage is more than just bragging rights at the stoplight. It results in a more confident and entertaining driving experience, particularly during city commutes or merging onto highways. You'll feel a surge of power when you need it, making overtaking easier and eliminating the hesitancy found in gas-powered vehicles. However, performance encompasses more than just sheer speed. EVs excel at handling as well. Their low center of gravity, due to the large battery pack located beneath the floor, provides outstanding stability and a more planted sensation when cornering. This results in a more connected and dynamic driving experience that rivals many sports cars. While range anxiety may be an issue for some, breakthroughs in battery technology are continually pushing the envelope. The typical EV on the market now has a range of more than 250 miles, and some go over 300 miles on a single charge. This, paired with an ever-expanding network of charging stations, makes weekend getaways and even longer road journeys more viable with EVs. So saddle up and prepare for a wild voyage into the electrified future. The electric revolution is picking up speed. Government incentives like tax credits and rebates are making EVs more affordable. In the US alone, federal tax credits can save you up to $7,500 on a new EV purchase. Studies show a significant decrease in greenhouse gas emissions when switching from gas to electric, even considering the carbon footprint of battery production. But let's be honest, charging infrastructure still needs improvement. Range anxiety is real, and readily available charging stations are crucial for long trips. So, are you ready to join the electric revolution? EVs might not be perfect for everyone yet, but they are rapidly evolving. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of EVs. We hope we provided some valuable insights to help you decide if going electric is the right move for you. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more eco-friendly content. We'll explore new EV models, charging solutions, and the future of sustainable transportation. Let's keep the conversation rolling in the comments below.